It's the King J back with another video. Listen, everyone does tier lists. I know tier lists can be they can cause arguments. But this is just my personal feeling towards characters in the game. I'll explain why I think these characters are at the rank they are. It builds discussion. You know, some people will be like, this character ain't this rank. I feel like they are. What I say is just personal preference. So yeah, just don't go too crazy. I know tier list makes I know the Tekken community go crazy. I'm just going to say what I'm saying. With further ado, we're going to play Harada's mix. Let's get into it.
The King of Iron Fist Tournament.
Are you ready?
Enter the Tekken.
Now, this is loud. Hold on one second. Let me turn this down. Oh, you can't even turn it down on SoundCloud. Oh, no, can you? Oh, no, you can. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. That was loud. All right. Jack. I think Jack is annoying. Personally, I find difficulty fighting against him. Very strong character. I think he's underrated. Got a great throw game. Great punishment. Gamma How is really annoying to deal with. I'm going to put him at A. I don't really see what bad stuff he has. I think Jack is really good. I think Jack has very good punishment. I think his throw game is really good. I think Gamma How is really good. The stuff you get outside of Gamma How is really good. 10 frame heat smash. Ever since like his stuff got buffed in season 2, he's been really annoying. And he's gone under the radar. I think he's really good. Jin. I don't think Jin is that great in this season. I'll be honest. I think Jin he's got tools, but he doesn't have anything robberies. Good punishment. 214 was really annoying in season 1, but now it's like -10. I'm gonna place these. No, I'm gonna place these characters places, and I'm gonna change them afterwards. Count hit down to it's not enough. I'm gonna put him in B. Jun. I don't know about Jun, man. I think Jun is quite undercover, really good. What doesn't Jun have? And the full screen Kamehameha, I think Jun is A. Kazuya. What do we say about Kazuya? Because I think Kazuya's good. But I think Kazuya lacks. His heat burst is trash in terms of range. I think Kazuya's B. B or A. Quite inconsistent with combos. I'll put A. I mean B for now. I don't think he's that great. King, A. I think King is good. I think King all round is very good. You know what? Let me put all the robbery characters out of the way. I think Lydia is S. She's a robberies character. I think she's top 5. Anna is top 1. Asuka is top 2, in my opinion. Like, just ridiculous tools, crazy plus frames, crazy chip damage. She needs nerfs. I think Alyssa, I know people ain't one with her, but I think Alyssa, is she S though? She has crazy annoying stuff, but she doesn't have things what makes you like. Nah, she's not really. She has moves. Like, her chainsaw stance is mad annoying. But I don't feel like. I feel like she's lacking something. I feel like I put her in A. But high A. Law's S. I think Law's ridiculous. Why do I think Law's ridiculous? All combos are ridiculous. 1+2, absolutely an absurd in heat. You just throw it out, do whatever. So, yeah, I would say for that, I'd just put him in S. Hwoarang is an S. I don't know what Hwoarang is really missing. Great throw game, good punish. Very hard to deal with. That new mid has made him very, very strong now. Claudio, we don't even need to talk about Claudio. What's King lacking? We're gonna move it. We're gonna move it. So we're gonna move it. Clive is definitely S. It gets a bit harder. I think Lee is S. Lee's ridiculous. I don't see anything he's lacking. Like best 10 frame punishment in the game. Great raw pressure. Sick with heat now. Now he's got 2 mids, and then you just gotta guess it. That's not including like 4-4-3 as well. He heat dash cancel. Or heat dash, I say. I would put Lars in. Lars is mad annoying, but I would say his heat burst, his heat smash is quite slow. But other than that, I'd put him at A. Mad annoying character. Gets a bit tricky now, right? Gets a bit tricky. I think Paul Phoenix is, I would like to say S, but I don't know. I feel like he's stiff still. I think he's a very stiff character, but excellent punish, great throw game. I think he's a bit stiff. He doesn't really have many like forward advancing moves. Like QCB 4. He's got that small hop move, which is like low crush and that, but doesn't have that much like forward advancing moves, apart from the big jump punch, I guess, but I wouldn't say he's better than any of these other characters at the top. So I'd put him at A. Feng, I would put at A. I think Feng's a mad annoying character, but again, I don't think Feng has the stuff that these S tier characters have. I'd put Nina in S. I can't see what she doesn't have. Her multi-throws do eliminate grey health, which I think is insane. She has great pressure, down forward 1-2 Jalen. Yeah, I can't see what she doesn't have. This is not in order, by the way. I'm just placing them in certain sections. What do we say about Ling Xiaoyu? Because I think Ling Xiaoyu is cool, but I don't know, man. Ling Xiaoyu. What do we say about Ling Xiaoyu? I think Ling Xiaoyu is good. But I don't think she has those like annoying offensive tools that other characters have. She's just like very tricky to deal with. Very mix-up heavy. Leroy. We'll save Leroy till last because yeah, I know people are gonna rip into me if I put Leroy. Lily. A. Azucena. I think Azucena's B. I think she's good though. I think she's really good, but she's not. She has inconsistencies sometimes, and like her combos as well. Not too like yeah. I'd say B. Her heat stuff ain't that. It's annoying. Like the back two is scary. Like +7 is scary. I think she's B. I think a lot of these characters will be Azucena, but then I don't know because I feel like Azucena. I'll move in a bit. Raven is A. Very tricky character. That full crouch, sweet bang. Floor exploding, especially with more floor exploding stages is annoying. Does damage. Back turn pretty tricky. I'd say A. Dragunov is... I think Dragunov is high A. I think Dragunov can still play Tekken. He just doesn't have like many robbery stuff like these characters have. Kuma... Honestly, I would say C or B. I don't think Kuma's that good. After the Godfish change, he's not really that good. He's annoying to fight against, and like some characters can't do their usual combos against him. But yeah, outside of that, like, I don't think he's that good. In my opinion. Leo, honestly, I think Lee in S tier is wild. Explain why Lee in S tier is wild. What doesn't he have? He's a very he can be very offensive. He got very good wall combo. He's like B tier. You don't play the game, man. I'm not even gonna debate. Lee is B tier. What in what world? He has the best 10 frame punish. He has the best 11 frame punish. Very annoying with running 3-4. Very annoying with wall combo. Wall combo does damage. And then it's damage intermix. If he's in heat, he has 2 mids. Like, what are we doing here? Like, that's definitely doesn't even make any sense. Lee's S. I'm not taking none of that. Leo, I would say Leo's a strong character, but Leo has inconsistencies as well. I'd say A. Leo's not better than Anna, Asuka, Lydia, Lowh, Claudio, Clive, Hwoarang, Nina, Oli. It's not downplay. EU's the only region. I'm gonna tell you from now. And sorry, this is probably going to go on the video. I couldn't give a F what the other regions think. This is my tier list. This is based on how many leads that I've fought. This is not. I've not watched the tier list to say, oh, okay, I'm gonna base it around them. This is how I think. So, if respectfully, if people put Lee very low, good on them. But from what I can see of Lee, I've seen stuff. And it goes back to when I was saying Yoshimitsu was top tier in season 1 and people were laughing at me. And then at the end of season 1, people were putting Yoshimitsu higher. I don't care about other people's tier list. This is based on what I think. I think Steve and Shaheen. Shaheen's okay, but inconsistencies. I put Shaheen. I don't know, man. He's alright. I think B. I think he's a good character, though. I think Steve is potential S, but I'd put A. Nah, I'd put A. His punishment ain't that great. Like they changed his full crouch down forward 2 to make it punish like stuff, but nah. Yoshi's definitely. I think Yoshi's still S. Is Yoshi better than the characters in A? I would say so. Blush is still mad annoying. Great punishment. Great wall combo. No sword still sweeps. I'll put him in S. Yeah, I'll definitely put him in S. Panda is slightly better than Kuma. All right, where do we put Devil Jin? Oh, sorry, Panda's better than, sorry, I should have explained. Panda's better than Kuma because of the heat stuff. Where do we put Devil Jin? I think Devil Jin's good. I don't think Devil Jin is bottom tier. I think Devil Jin's good. If they increase the range of 442 and a couple other things, he would probably be an A. Zafina, I would put in A. I'm trying to figure out what she has that's mad annoying, apart from the back 1+2 and no, I think Zafina might. Her punishment though, her punishment ain't the best. Yeah, I'll put in A. Victor. All right, Victor doesn't have good lows. The thing with Victor is when your back's against the wall, he's very, very tricky. Very, very tricky. I'm not gonna dispute that. His wall carry is mad jarring as well. I don't think Victor's nowhere near S. I think he probably is A. His heat smash is not that great. I don't know, where would I put Victor? A or B? I don't think he's that good. Apart from the wall stuff. They're like stabbing the sword into the ground and they put a projectile, or yeah, I don't think he's that good. Leah, but bro, don't start. It's not been like we ain't even finished. I'll put Victor B. I haven't even ordered them. Bryan's S. No dispute about it. Ridiculous character. Torn unscaled. Ball carry. Up forward 2-2-2-2-2-3. Does mad damage. QCB1 is arguably like a very... I would say that though is maybe on par a little bit with Electric. I think QCB1 might even be a tad bit better. I know Electric gives you full launch. But QCB1 is +5. Plus he moves mad forward. Full forward 1+2. In Snake Eyes is ridiculous in itself. So I would say that. Reina is going under the radar. I think Reina is probably A. I'd say A. She's not S, she's A. Eddy to me, I would say Eddy is... I would like to say S. I think Eddy's ridiculous. But at the same time, he's not better than none of these characters. So I can't put him in there. Yeah, A. I think he's good, but I don't know. Heihachi. Oh, Heihachi. 1-1-2. Wool splat. Heat stuff is great. I don't know. I'm gonna put him there and see. We'll put him there. Fahkumram. Personally, I think Fahkumram on paper might not be the best character in the game. But I think if you play him in a mash heavy style, I think he's ridiculous. 3-1 mix, 3-4. That sequence string is really annoying. Back forward 4 is really annoying. Running 3 is hella annoying. I don't think he's... I used to think he's low tier. I don't think he's low tier anymore. I think he's in A. I think he's in A. Armor King. I would say Armor King's A. I don't know what he doesn't have. I think he's a good character. I think he's an A. In my opinion, I think he's an A. Mary Zoo. Ooh. She's not better than No N and S, so I have to put in A. Like, yeah, I think Fahkumram's ridiculous, but I don't know. I think Fahkumram could be Contender S. That's just me being me. I think Fahkumram is Contender S. And I'm just going to put that there. Just in case someone else puts him in the tier list high, I think Fahkumram is Contender S. I think Fahkumram is really good. In a 1-2 format, he's very scary. Very, very scary. We see Porkchop beat Q-Dons 2-0. We see Mo Gold switch to Fahkumram. I think it was in the Korea tournament that he did that. I think Fahkumram is... And obviously, Mo Gold is obviously world class. Do I think Fahkumram is better than Eddy? Eddy's annoying and more trickery. But Fahkumram is just straight, he'll bulldoze you. Like running free, sometimes people throw out up forward 3 in uncomfortable situations. Then it's a heat engager, down forward 1-4 is hard to see. You know what I'm saying? Like he can change it into like the mid. I think he's a hard character to deal with. I think Fahkumram is a very hard character to deal with. So I don't know. Personally, I don't know. I don't really know, man. What do you lot think? I think Garuda's okay. But if you're a Leroy or parry character, it can be a bit tricky for Fahkumram. Then it becomes a mix. Whereas these characters in S, it's like, bro, it don't matter if you have parry or not. They're bulldozing you. Like Lydia's bulldozing you. Who cares if you got a parry? Lydia's bulldozing you. Asuka, she don't care if you got parry. She's bulldozing you. Anna doesn't care. She's bulldozing you. Lowh is bulldozing you. Claudio, Clive. Doesn't matter. Lee in S is a complete joke. What doesn't Lee have? Oh wait, like we can do this right now, even though it was meant to be a video. Stream chat. What doesn't Lee have? Oh wait. He has the best 10 frame punish, best 11 frame punish. Very good at the wall. Now being given heat moves, mid heat moves that are plus on block. Low heat smash. Very sick lows. Lee is not better than King, Dragunov, Heihachi, or Jin. Lee's better than Jin. Lee's better than Heihachi. Lee's better than Dragunov. Wait. Hold on. Hold on. So let's pause the video here. Let's pause the video. Lee has a safe down 4-2. Am I right? Or am I getting crazy? Does he have a safe down 4-2? Or am I getting crazy? Oh, he has a safe down. So he has a safe down 4-2. One of the, I would say the best 10 frame punish. The best 11 frame punish. It's a magic 4. Like, bro, come on. Magic 4. And then on top, yeah, it's my tier list. And then on top of it, I didn't mean to put Alyssa. I don't know why I put Alyssa A, but we'll switch that around in a bit. Has a hop knee. Has mad amount of counter hit moves. Back 4 is mad hard to do. I mean, mad hard to like get around. Like, can make his slide safe within the range. No. Let's not do this. A plus is the best for me, but I can understand S, but how is he above Yoshi? No. Let's not do this. I'm asking you, what doesn't he have? I'm having a debate here. Because everyone can say, oh, why is this character not in this character? Why is this character not in that character? Okay, what does he have? He has a spike combo into mix. Because once you do the spike combo to down 3, it's a guess. His heat is ridiculous. So I'm waiting. Oh shit, TG Coops. Let me. I need to give you the. Let me give you the mod. Hold on. Because yeah. Lee is linear. Okay. Steve is all right. No, Steve. All right. So Steve to me, Steve can't beat Anna, Asuka, Lydia, Lowh, Claudio, Clive, Hwoarang. Maybe he can fight Lee, Nina, Yoshi, or Bryan. I just think he's like very like evasive, kind of annoying, this, that, and the other. But yeah, you can sidewalk while running 3-4. Bryan is easy. I never said Lee wasn't. I never said Bryan was better than Lee. I'm just putting them in a slot. I haven't done that. Lee is one of Steve's worst matchups. Look, it's not ordered. It is not ordered. And even if Steve beats Lee, it doesn't mean that Steve is like better than Lee all round or just it deserves to be an S. Some people have bad matchups. You know what I'm saying? Like some bad matchups doesn't mean like, for example, Yoshi. Who does Yoshi? I reckon there's characters in here that probably have a bad matchup, but it doesn't mean anything. Like I think Leroy beats Lydia. Does that mean Leroy's S tier? No, doesn't mean that at all. So okay, so you haven't. How is Alyssa not S and Lee is S when Alyssa has way more tournament placements? That's not what this tier list is about. That's irrelevant. That's then okay. If we go by that means Fahkumram should be in S because Fahkumram won a tournament. That doesn't make sense. So are we putting Fahkumram in S then because Mogold won a tournament? With Fahkumram, are we doing that? Because that doesn't make sense. I'm trying to talk on what I've seen with the character, frames, what the character has, and how strong they are. Steve is ridiculous. But he was knowledge checked. Lowh High was knowledge checked. That doesn't mean anything. In tournament, loads of people get knowledge checked. That doesn't mean the character, like, I don't understand. Lee is arguing. Yes, it does. Okay. Okay, so I guess by that knowledge, then we should put Fahkumram S there then. That's the worst argument ever. Everyone gets knowledge checked in tournament. Everyone does. That doesn't mean the character is better. It's like, do you know what knowledge check means? Like, not even in a disrespectful way. You know what knowledge check means? That we do stuff in tournament, and based on what you know, sometimes we might rinse it, we might not rinse it. So that's what I'm saying. Like, that's got nothing to do with if the character's good or not. Someone knowledge check me with Azucena. Does that mean Azucena's, like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, Azucena can place. You know, there's players like Neon K that will play Azucena and do really well. Does that mean that his tournament placings puts Azucena to S tier? You should get some opinions on other regions about Lee. Bro, I did that. I done a downplay video in Korea. Like, if you ain't checked it, go check it out. I said, who's the most downplayed character? And forget about me, for example. Like, the pro players were saying Lee. Ulsan is the best. Like, actually, let me not start that because that will start a debate. I personally think Ulsan is the best Tekken 8 player right now. Personally. We can get into that in another debate. I know that's going to be a mad take. I know it's going to be a very mad take. But this is for another video. We'll do that. We'll do that video after. Can I finish my tier list, please? Because I feel like I'm going to get triggered into going into that route, and I don't really want to. But yeah, basically, long story cut short, when I really check this, I think Jin being B, I don't think Jin is that good right now, currently. He's an annoying character, but I don't think he's that good. I think a lot of the characters in A are better than Jin. I wholeheartedly think that. Like, this is not like a rage bait tier list. I wholeheartedly think these characters here, they struggle against the characters in A. Like, Mary Zoo, I think Mary Zoo could potentially be I think Mary Zoo's A, personally. I think Mary Zoo's A. And now, I know I haven't put it in on any order yet. I'll put A in order. I'll put B, I'll put S in order. I'm interested to learn your reasons for Victor's placement. Okay, you don't think it could be that low of an electric? But then that means would you move Kazuya? You know what? We'll talk about all of that. Let me place them first. We'll talk about who placements after. Let me just put Leroy where I need to put Leroy, and then I'll start moving people. All right, Leroy. I think Leroy, he has inconsistencies with combos. I think his tracking is pretty bad. I think, obviously, like, people post, like, videos of, like, you know, back 1+2 being, like, mad broken at the wall and stuff like that. Listen, I'm happy for them to remove that thing where if Leroy does back 1+2 and he gets, like, 1+1, 1+2, 1. I'm happy for them to remove that. I'll be happy with that. Personally, I think Leroy has very good tools. I don't think Leroy is in... I think there's a bunch of characters in A that can take Leroy. Free. And I think their tracking is a lot more consistent. I don't know if I could put Leroy at B, though. He's very inconsistent, and there's a reason why people are not using him. But because he has parries... I'm going to put him at A. I'm gonna put him at A. I think he's mad annoying when he gets started. I would even argue that he's B. Even argue. But I'll put him A. He has Kane. His 14 frame punishers are pretty good. Has a G-Cliff. Yeah, I think he's A or B. I'm not gonna put him in B because I think he can beat these characters. And he has a Sabaki as well. He has good tools, but it's very hard to use. Jin. All right. Let me look at Jin again. It's hard to put him in B because he has everything. Okay, I'll move him up. Wait. I moved him up. I moved him up. Because I remember he has throws. 442 has mad range. 444 is safe. 3-2 is safe. I think 3-2 is safe, right? 3-2 is safe. Has an electric. Has a sick while standing 13 frame punish. He has to be A. It doesn't make sense. Okay, cool. Kazuya. I honestly think this character is mad annoying. But I don't think Kazuya should be in A. I think his heat burst needs work. I think his heat burst is shit. Like, bad. His heat burst is trash. Garbage. Personally. And that needs fixing ASAP. Kazuya's just annoying. I don't see anything on Kazuya and be like, outside the crouch dash 1+2 being like damaging, I don't see anything that's like, yeah, I don't know. His heat engages compensate for that. 4-4-2. Nah, I don't know, man. I don't think he's that good. I don't think he's that good. Electric, crouch dash 1+2, 4-4-2, 4-4-3, L sweep. I don't really see it. You got a load of heat smash. B. I'll move him to A. I think crouch dash 1+2 does a lot of damage. Last that low. He has a slow heat smash, man. His punishment is, his while standing punishment ain't that great either, to be fair. All right, hold on. Yeah, but I try not to give characters the benefit of the doubt when it comes to like if it's one scenario, like his heat smash hit the floor breaking. That's like one scenario. You would argue that Eddy can be B? No chance. I think Shaheen, they made him worse. I don't think he's that good. He has interesting tools though, but he's not that good. He has interesting tools though. Devil Jin. Yeah, the guard break that's only in heats. That's whatever. Devil Jin needs work. I think 442 needs more range. I'm not really... Devil Jin is an awkward character for me to fight. And that's me saying, like, I struggle to fight against Devil Jin. I don't think Devil Jin is any higher than this. Victor. Yeah, he's just an awkward. Like, I think these two, personally, these are my characters that I would not want to fight in tournament, if I'd be completely honest. But they're on paper, they're not really that good. Like, I wouldn't want to fight against Devil Jin. I wouldn't want to fight against Asuna. I lost to Asuna like in Korea, but managed to beat Pina. Like, but it's just because the characters are so awkward. I don't know how to fight against Asuna, and I don't know how to fight against Devil Jin in the first two. It's just very difficult. Something I probably need to learn, to be fair. Victor, I don't think is like Victor has down for two range is good. Victor against the wall is a nightmare. Like at the wall, he's a nightmare. He has great wall carry. But he's low heat smash is like whatever. Not really that great. Yeah, I don't think his stuff is that great. So yeah, I'll put him a B. I don't know. I don't feel like he's got anything great. You are in EU, so I kind of get why Lee is S tier. All right, we're gonna pause the music for you. Stop doing that. That's not cool. When people say, "Oh, you're in EU," I can kind of see why Lee is S tier. That's a poor argument. It's a poor argument. Yes, I'm in Europe. If I was in Japan, Korea, Asia, wherever, it doesn't mean anything. It's a poor argument, bro. Listen. This is why it's funny. You know when I done the Ask the Pro questions, yeah? You know I done it specifically for comments like that. When I done who's the most downplayed character, you know I was like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna ask the pro players who they think the most downplayed character. People were saying Lee. Redman, best Leroy in the world, Lee. Osan, I would say, arguably the best player in the world, Lee. People are saying Lee. So, and they're not from Europe. So where do we go from here? You're saying that, and I'm saying, hey, look, if the EU top 10 leaderboard has 8 Lees, a main man, forget about what the main man's saying. This is not to do with what the main man is saying. It's got nothing to do with, and forget about the leaderboards, the top 10. It's got nothing to do about the top 10 leaderboards. This is to do with something that we're clearly stating here. Like, I'm clearly stating to you, you told me it's something to do with EU. I'm saying, hey, I've gone and asked the best Leroy in the world, one of the best players in the world. Who's the worst character? And they say, who's the most downplayed? They say Lee. Can't. And then, all right, cool. If we take out, all right, so let's say, for example, let's take that out. And they remember, these are the Korean players. Well, they're like, really good at the game. The Korean players are hella good at the game. Cool. You take that out to consideration. Like, let's look at his frames. He has the best 10 frame in the game. Or arguably, if you want to talk about Heihachi's Warrior Instinct 112, go and do that. But Lee, outside of any perks, outside of any heat, outside of anything, he has the best 10 frame punish in the game. Doesn't matter if it requires execution. The execution, if you're a Lee player, you should be able to do it. It's not even that hard as well. That's one. Number 2, 444 is an 11 frame, right? Yes or no? He has running 3-4, that's mad annoying. He has good stuff in Hitman. Like, what are we doing here? Like, I'm just trying to understand. Every time we bring it to this argument with Lee, and I'm saying, hey, like, here's the stuff he has on paper. 10 frame wall splats are better in my opinion. Like, what are we doing? I'm trying to debate with you. I want to have a debate. You're bringing nothing to the table. This is pointless. Let's have the debate. No, I'm saying, like, I really want to have the debate with you. And sorry, I didn't even know I had the chat box here. Let me put it here. I really want to have a debate with you, right? And we're not even debating. This is the point I'm trying to make. 223 is counter hit wall splat. He has a 14 frame G-Cliff as well. Oh my gosh, they made him have a 14 frame G-Cliff. we doing? Give me something to like, you know what I'm saying? I wanna debate. What we doing? Down forward 3-1-4. If the first hit hits on counter hit, the rest is guaranteed. Jay, can I ask something? Go ahead. I'm waiting. You haven't brought nothing to the table yet. I've given you the evidence. Like, that's like, bro, like, you have to sometimes just be on. Like, even me, I don't even think Leroy is A tier, if I'll be honest. I think Leroy has so much inconsistencies. But for the benefit of the doubt, he has Kane. He does have a G-Cliff. He does have 1+2 and good chip damage. But he has a lot of inconsistency. 4-4-4-2, it misses the wall a lot. Who are you referring to when you say, I want to debate? I'm referring to all the Lee players that are saying that he's not S tier. You're the one that's saying he's not S tier? Let's debate. You just asked the question with something that's pretty obvious. I'm talking about every Lee player. I still have no evidence defending me. So I think Lee's definitely better than Dragunov. King is a debate. I think King is really annoying character, but Lee has better punish tools than King, 100%. Where do we go from here? King, a lot of people argue that King is S tier because the people can't break his throws. I think that's one of the things. Like, obviously, I think King is mad annoying. I struggle against King, but I feel like King is yeah, I don't know. Down forward 2 being plus is mad. No, I haven't done the S section yet. I haven't done the S section. This is just, I place them everywhere so far. But I probably will just like order S. I don't think I would order A. There's too many in A. Like, I'm trying to understand why people think King is S. Like, King is mad annoying. Don't get me wrong, there's some stuff that's stupid with the character. Maybe he is S. I'll be honest. Maybe he is, but he wouldn't be high S. He'll probably be at the bottom. Victor is A? Explain. I'm here for the debate. What does Victor have that makes him A? His power crush is annoying. He's the Google Glass, the little bing, is annoying. But like, Farzine is a sick player. That's just why it's Farzine is a sick player. It's just like if Farzine was to play Panda and Kuma, I wouldn't put Panda and Kuma S tier. You think Victor is all right? We're gonna continue the music. I'm just because this is just ridiculous. Like, his lows are not good. Outside the down back 4 counter hit, and you have to set up. That doesn't even make any sense. Running 2 or 1+2 is annoying. But the way how to deal with Victor is just don't give him space. You giving him, that's like what I say about mishimas as well. Like, mishimas, the best thing to do is never give them space. Do you know the reason? Let me pause the music. Do you know the reason why mishimas become annoying? Is because if you allow mishimas to do hell sweep and stuff, that's how they start their offense, right? You give them they basically need to create space to start their wave dashing and mixing you up. Like, once you suffocate them, like Kazuya doesn't really have anything other than, I think he has a punch parry, right? But once he's able to get you off him, but that's when it starts. 4-4-3 might happen. 4-4-2 might happen. You know, hell sweep might happen again. You might get it again, and after that, like, that's how it is. They've obviously given him crouch dash 1+2, which is mad annoying, and it does chip. Cool, but that's it. I don't feel, that's why I wouldn't put Kazuya S. That doesn't make sense. In terms of Victor's just a tad bit tricky. Like, the only place where I think he's mad hard to deal with is at the wall. You don't know if he's gonna stab the ground. You don't know if he's gonna do the low sword sweep. You don't know if he's gonna do the mids. That's where it becomes very tricky. Like, but that's it. Like, in the open, I don't feel like he's like a struggle to fight against. I think it's just against the wall. Yeah, it's tricky. You have to kind of guess how you're gonna get out of the wall. And the down 2 does mad chip damage as well when he stabs the ground. So I agree with that. Perfuma 1. Perfuma 1 is... What's Perfuma? Oh, Perfuma 1 plus 2. What move is that? I know Perfuma is the... the Perfuma 1 plus 2 is the plus 4 move, right? Where he swings the sword and then he's like, hits the ground, right? That's the plus 4 move. No, is that EI? No. Plus 6. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So Autoless, I'm saying that stuff is tricky to deal with. But you can't just like, that's one scenario where I feel like he's mad annoying. Like, I think Azucena, when she's doing that, that jumping kick thing, the double jump kick thing, I think she's hella annoying when she does that. But it's like one scenario. Like, if he had like a G-Cliff or if he had some other stuff, then yeah, all right, cool, fair enough. But I don't think Victor is any more than B. Yeah, I think Victor's no more than B. I can't put him in A. All right, put this. Who in A do you think Victor can be? I'll wait for you lot to say. You think he can beat Kaz? That's why I didn't want to put Kaz in A. I didn't want to put Kaz in A. I would rather put Kaz in B. Kaz struggles. He's just very good at like mixing you up. If you're a Kaz main, Wire Bears, I don't really see much scary about them outside of their full charge stuff. So like when they do like the full charge like swing, that's scary. But I don't really think that they're competing. You know what? Maybe I'll put them in B. But then I don't think they're not really like leveling with. Nah, they are. Maybe Shaheen. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I think this is cool. I don't think Azucena's at the top of the list. I don't really know. Mary is very hard rank up with said Yagami. Yagami's got GOD4 with Mary Zoe. So I love when people say that they're hard to rank up with, but then they have like one of the highest ranks. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you can clearly tell if someone's saying that it's hard to rank up with and they got GOD4, you gotta know that they're joking around, surely. Like, you can't take that serious. As I said, it's not better than Mary Zoo, no. All right, let me do S. Let me go through S tier. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go through S tier. So, I think Anna. All right, I think Anna's the best in the game right now. I think Asuka's second. She has everything. Hey, G6, who do you think's better out of Claudio and Nina? Actually, chat, who's better out of Claudio and Nina? I need you lot to tell me. Nina then Claudio. I think that while standing 13 punish is absolutely like ridiculous. Nina. I think that while standing 13 frame punish, like in heat. Yeah, I think that's like one of the most stupidest while standing punishes. All right, cool. Now it becomes hard because I think Claudio would be here. I don't think Bryan doesn't hit the conversation until. All right, hold on. We're getting somewhere. Who do you think is better? Nah, I think Nina's better. I honestly think Nina's better than Claudio. Who do you think is better out of Clive and Bryan is yeah, it's out of Clive and Bryan. It's not Bryan or Lowh. I think Clive is actually ridiculous. Bryan's not top 3. Bryan's not better than Nino. Nina's not better than Bryan? Bryan could play Tekken without heat. Lydia struggles to play Tekken without heat. But that's why I think Bryan's better than Lydia. Like 100%. I think Bryan's better than Lydia. She her heat game's ridiculous. Like very, very cheap. Like and you know I'm not gonna downplay. That's why I put her straight in S. I think she's stupid, but Bryan can play without heat. Leroy top 1? Laughable. What you mean without heat? Lydia can play the game without heat. I mean, Bryan can play the game without heat. Lydia, like, she has back 1, doesn't go into anything. It just knocks you down. That back 3 is ridiculous. 51 damage, whatever it is. Stupid. The entire round is played in heat, 30 seconds. That's not true. It's not true. Not true. She runs out of heat. Bryan has the best. Okay, so by you lot standards, you lot think Bryan's better than Clive. This is what we're doing here. You think Bryan's better than Clive? He actually is. He actually is. I just wanted to see where you lot's minds were at. I'm glad you lot passed the test. Because if you lot was to say Clive was better than Bryan, I was about to say, yeah, maybe I'm not going to ask you lot. Bryan is better than Clive. But then now, we're going to move on. Who's better out of Clive and Lydia? I personally think Clive? Maybe? Oh, you don't think Lydia? But Clive has Zanatsuken. He has great punish. He has a launcher that's only -13, the elbow uppercut thing. His lows are better than Lydia's. Like down back 4 counter, I'd rather take down back 4 counter hit into launch, into carry to the wall, into death. Have I not been saying, bro, you could not say that to me. I've been saying Lydia was top tier from the start. You can't even say that to me. Like hey, CSB, let me tell you something. You ain't gonna work that one on me. Listen, let me tell you something. I said Lydia was top tier at the start. You can't even say, oh yeah, anything else is downplay. That doesn't work with me. It don't work. I've been saying Lydia was top tier from the start, from the jump, from the first stream of season 2. People are like, oh, yeah, I don't think she's that great. Oh, yeah, she's got this stuff, but I don't think she's that great. Then season 2 started to unfold. And then people were doing like these heat combos where she would like do like, you know, the resplat stuff. Then everyone was like, oh, yeah, she is annoying. But then now at the end of season 2, they're saying that she's top tier. Oh, I said it at the start, you can go watch the old streams. She can be top tier, but we are talking about the levels we're in top tier, aka the top 5 or 10. That's what we're doing. What's going on? Who put spice in your Weetabix, bro? Like we're doing top 5 to 10. Like, bro, this is where we at. Like, yo, she's not top 5. She's not top 5. She's top 6. We could put top 5 if you want to, but she's better than Bryan? Is this what we're doing? She's better than Bryan. I haven't done Nina yet. I haven't done Nina. Where's Nina? You'd move Nina. No chance. Nina's better than Lydia. Multi-throws that break your grey health. Moves that break your grey health. Good punishment. While standing 13 frame, that pushes you all the way to the wall in heat. That damage from her while standing 13 frame punish is insane. That needs to be nerfed. Wisely, I'm not going over that again. Chat, you lot can help him with that. Lydia's max install makes her insanely broken. Not insanely broken. It sounds like you have a Lydia problem, but it's not insanely broken. Her stuff is stupid. It does mad damage. Man said EU PTSD. When you have players like Ulsan and Breadman saying that Lee is downplayed. Is Breadman and Ulsan in EU? I just want to know. Can someone clarify for me? Is Breadman and Ulsan from EU? Or are they from Korea? He's downplayed but not 10. Breadman put him in top 5. Like, if you ain't watched the video, go watch it on my channel. You know, I don't fabricate anything. I'd ask these pros what they think. Say what they say. You know, I don't pay them to say it. They just say it. Redman said he's top 5. Why does he have this mid? You know what? I'm gonna do you a solid. Because we're here, we're gonna do you a solid. Let me go and pull up the video. I'm gonna do you a solid. Because I ain't got time. All right, cool. Here we are. Boom, zoom in. Let's get it. Because remember, Breadman is from Korea, by the way. Top 5.
So short. Many hours to Korea region. Tekken 7 main character. People. I think it's the most underrated character in Tekken. Is it down? Yeah, as in like they're very good. But people complain and they want him even more buffed. So that's what we say downplayed. So like Lee, that people say that Lee.
I think Lee is top 5.
Yeah.
Really. Lee is top 5. Why Lee is more?
No, but I'm saying, so people say Lee's not good.
Why?
Yeah, they say Lee's not good. They say Lee needs more buffs.
In my stream, I always said that Lee is top 5.
Yeah, I agree. I think Lee's very, very strong. But what about Lydia? Because people, what do you think about Lydia?
Lydia?
Yeah.
Lydia?
Yeah.
Lydia is good middle.
Okay, you think Lee's better than Lydia?
Yeah.
There we go. All right, let's move on. Apparently, it's an EU thing, by the way, chat. Anyways, let me move on, man. I just wanted to put that to bed. Bro, okay, he's good, but there's 10 characters better than him. Okay. So there we go. Yeah, put to bed. Because and if you wanted to pull out the Ulsan video, you lot can go find that. Where Ulsan said, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not agreeing with you. That's insane. But we're gonna move on because I want to finish this. I want to finish the S part. The A, I'll probably leave because the video is gonna be too long, and I don't want the video to be too long. We're already approaching the hour mark, so let me just finish this off. So I would say Lydia is above Clive. I think Clive is annoying, but not better than Lydia. Is Clive better than Hwoarang? Yes. I think Lowh is better than Hwoarang. Wait. Is Lee better than Hwoarang? Lee's better than Hwoarang in that. I think Lee's better than Hwoarang. You lot don't think Lee's better than Hwoarang? Wait. You don't think Hwoarang's better? Nah, he is. know, man. You don't think Hwoarang is better than Lee? I haven't done Yoshi yet. I haven't done Yoshi. Nah, Hwoarang's better. I just remembered. Okay. Great throw game. Sick wall carry. Very annoying against the wall. 10 frame counter hit launcher. The low counter hit launcher. The heat stuff. Yeah. Hwoarang's better. Hwoarang's better. I had to think about that for a second. Not margin, not like by a mile, but he's better. Yoshi better than Lee. Jack is good. I think Jack is good. I think Jack is good. I think Yoshi might actually be better than Lee, in my opinion. Yeah, I think Yoshi's better than Lee. All right. Now I need to look at A again and see if there's any other characters that I feel like needs to move. I don't think bears are that great in the game outside of their full charge stuff, and Panda's heat, I guess. Zafina better than... Yeah, this is why, you know what? This is why making a tier list on stream is very difficult, because you got everyone just complaining. Bro, I haven't finished the tier list. Chill. I haven't finished. I just placed them places. I need to figure it out first. Personally, I'd put King in S. I think King needs to move. Dragunov is high A, he's not S. Steve. Steve, I would put in S, you know, I'm not gonna lie. I'd put Steve in S. Yeah, I'll put Steve in S. Yeah, I'll put Steve in S. Is Steve better than King? He's better than Lowh, Clive, and Nina. You're gone crazy. Now, Steve is annoying. Shit, we have to move the list a little. We have to move the list a little bit then. Shit. What do I think about Listen S? She's annoying, innit? But like, I don't feel like she's overwhelming. But yeah, I'll put a Listen S. I'll put an S, but she's a low S. I feel like we need another S tier then. I feel like there's too many in S. I think we need like maybe an A+ or something. Yeah, maybe put an A+. I'd row above. S+. I'd put this like in S+. Perfect. 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 Yes. All right, we're starting to get somewhere. We're starting to get somewhere. Let's delete this. I don't think no one's in C or D. I think everyone's mad powerful in this game. Okay. Now this is getting better. I don't know if Lowh should be that high, you know. Lowh's annoying. Nah, Nina's while standing punishment is ridiculous. You can't do Lowh's when she's in heat. There's something wrong though. There's something wrong with this one. I don't know how I feel about putting Hwoarang on the top of S tier. I feel like that's not what I want. And I can't be placing it just based on what Edge and you know, a few others are doing. I think that's wrong to do that. Yeah, I think Hwoarang's too high. Now, it doesn't matter if he's a pick up and play character or not. It matters about what he does. Yeah, I think Alyssa's ridiculous, but I don't think Alyssa's better than Lowh. I don't think Hwoarang is better than Yoshimitsu. I don't think so. King is mad annoying. I think Steve at the end of S is cool. King is better than everyone in S tier. Why? I would rather fight Yoshi than Hwoarang, I'll be honest. Mary Zoo, I think Mary Zoo is really good as well, but I don't know. I still need to see more about Mary Zoo. And maybe I shouldn't put Mary Zoo in a tier list. Maybe I should take her out. Because I don't really know. I still need to see more. Oh, I can't take her off? I'll put her in A. I think she's good, but I need to see more. Where would you put Mary Zoo then? Like, where would Mary Zoo go? Okay, I don't know where Mary Zoo would go. Actually, I think she's good, but I don't think she's better than like those characters. But there's something about King that's making me like. I think this list is all right for me. I'm actually happy with this. But there's King and Steve's placement that I'm kind of confused about. I don't know where I'd put King and Steve. And I feel like if I put Steve in S, I think I need to put Eddy in S. 9-frame push, which leads to completely overpowered throw game. Yep, I agree. Therefore, 2 can hit launch a mind game. Yep, which is plus. No, it's a 13. No, is it 13 frame? Yeah, 13 frame. It's impossible to react to his grabs. pretty good at throw breaking, so I don't really see all of that stuff. A is not listed. I don't think Zafina really fights these lot. I'm gonna put King above. But then I don't. I don't think Yoshimitsu should be that high. I think Yoshimitsu should just be above Hwoarang, but there. Yeah, I'm happy with this. I'm happy with this. I'm happy with this. I think, I don't know about Alyssa though. Alyssa, again, I ain't really seen Alyssa do much. I think Zafina should be here. I'm gonna explain why. You lot might think I'm crazy. Nah, I might be crazy. I'm looking at A and there's like characters that should be an AS if I put her there. Like, if I put her there, all right, so my explanation for her being S is the backward, that move, you can't step her. This move here is ridiculous. She gets mad plus frames. Her heat smash is high, but she forces you not to duck because of how strong her mids are. She's very evasive as well. Yeah, I would be silly not to put her in S. I'd be silly not to put her in S. She just like, Kasim came to the UK. So Kasim from Pakistan came to the UK and just demolished everyone with Zafina. But I don't like basing it based on tournament wins. But from what you can see of what he was doing and the tools that the character has, you can clearly tell that this character's stupid. Like it's very difficult fighting against her. I would put her in S. I think she's ridiculous. Forward 1+2, that move is insane. And bro, even when they were doing the Tekken talk and they were showcasing like season 2 moves, they were laughing at that move. That move is so crazy. I just have to wait for you to stop it. Keep doing it. That's all I have to keep doing. Oh, let's not forget about the parry, and then she gets back free into the orb move. We almost forgot about that. How much damage does the parry do? Oh my gosh, nah, she's S. She's S. Raven slept on, but this is not. Remember, the A is not. This is not being sectioned in the correct way. I think people were talking about Jack. Jack is ridiculous. Like, don't get it twisted. Jack is a silly character. They really improved his Gamma Hour, and he has an install as well. I don't think any character in this game that has an install can be in B. I don't think any character that has an install could be in B. No character's install is bad. Jun, Jack, like no one that has an install is bad. And that's not me just generally, who is bad that has an install? No one. That's what I'm saying, like Lowh A. I think Lowh is the thing with Lowh is Leo's an annoying character. I think Lowh should be an S, if I'll be honest with you. I think Leo's a really strong character. I think Leo's stance move into the low, like Lowh forces you to crouch. So that's the part that's annoying. Lowh has an install. Down forward 2+3 is silly. But if I put Lowh in S, I guess people will complain and say, why is Paul Phoenix not in S? And then the tier list will never get done. I think Eddy potentially should be an S. Eddy's ridiculous in this game. Nah, Eddy is in S. What the fuck am I talking about? Eddy's not in S. Eddy. Now that he's in handstand, he now has low. He has the auto low parry now. His damage is absurd. Like, I think Eddy's an S. I don't know what I was doing for not putting him in S. I think Eddy's an S. And then I guess this is all right. I think this list is okay. personally. Maybe I might need to do a second video to actually explaining each character and why I put them here, because this can go on for ages right now. Leo has the best low in the game? Sure. I don't know if people would argue with him having the best slow and it being better than down back 3 for Leroy. I think Leroy probably has one of the best slows. I honestly think though, Dragunov should be an S tier. I think Dragunov should be an S tier, man. But I don't know if my points will prove in the court of Tekken. Dragunov is well balanced. He also has he deletes grey health. Doesn't matter if all stands 1 million. Doesn't matter. I told you I don't take that into consideration. I think he's an excellent character. I think Dragunov should be S. And I think Dragunov would be pushed up to. He hardly has any inconsistencies. I put Dragunov here. I think Dragunov is really good. Lily. All right, this will be the last person I'll put. Like the last one from A. You lot can get to choose. I'm gonna be nice. I personally think Lily should be the one to move from A to S. Personally, I don't think Jun. No, I don't think Jun's annoying, but I don't think Jun. I think Lily's the one that should be moved. She's got an excellent sidewalk. Very annoying. Crushes a lot of things. I honestly think Lily. I don't think Lars is not better than Lily. I think Lily smokes everyone in A. Maybe not Reina. Maybe not Reina. I think Leroy's better than Shaheen, Jin, and Kumar. 100%. I think it's Lily. All right, Lily's the one that will go in S. I think Lily should go in S. And this tier list for me is fine. I think it's fine. I think I'm not gonna order A because I have limited information on Mary Zoo, but from what I can see, I think she's A. She might be S in the future, but I'm not gonna make that call. You think Jin? So wait, you think Jin is better? But they're in the same tier though. Lily's not better than Jun. She's definitely better than Jun. I'd rather fight Jun than fight Lily. You'd move Jin up. I don't think Jin is that good, man. Nah, I don't think so. I think Lily's better. I think Lily is mad annoying. Any character that has wall splatting. I guess Jin ain't, but I ain't ordered A. Oh, okay. You know what? We have to wait. Hold on. I just realized something. Whoa. I'm messing up. What happened? Bro, what happened? How did I tilt this on his head like that? Okay, S. Okay, and then this one, A. Okay. Okay, cool. All right, I think we need to maybe potentially do an A+ and take some of these lot out. Personally, yeah, I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna do A+. Add a row above. I think we're gonna do A+. Because there's too many people in S. I don't really like it like that. All right, so I would say I'll put Dragunov here. I put Dragunov at the top of the list. I'll probably put
Hey Tads, want to listen to your music in
bro. No, I don't want to listen to that. All right, hold on. Let me see wait, Tekken 3. All right. Let me let me Eddy. Who's better at Eddy and Dragunov, please? So that I know. I don't know, you know. I think Dragunov is more consistent, man. Where's Jin? Hey, what does Lars go A+? I think Lars and Paul should go A+, and I think that's it. I think we're done. And then this is it. I don't really feel any like Reina. I think Reina's ridiculous. He actually A+. He actually is not really. I don't know, man. I think Paul should stay in A. So do I. I think he's a bit stiff. Eddie's not better than Jin, Lars, or Jin. You lot are really rating Jin, innit? He does have everything, though. All right, let me focus on this. I think Feng is at the bottom of A+, to be honest. I think Reina's so sick now that she has the low heat smash, and it doesn't take nothing for her bar. I think that's ridiculous. Lily above Dragunov and Eddy is crazy. She's got the game is a sidewalking game, and she has the best sidewalk in the game. She has great punishment. She has a G-Cliff. She has everything. Back turn stance is absolutely very difficult to deal with. Claudio running 1+2, heat burst. I mean no, heat smash, back 3. Very, very annoying character. Lily's better than Drag. Yeah, she's ridiculous. Rage bait list. There's nothing rage baiting about this. I don't know how I would place A though. A would be whatever. I'm not doing A. So I'm gonna say no order. I don't know, but I'm gonna put no order as well. I don't really know. We'll be here all day if I done order for B. I don't know. Asuka's top 2, in my opinion. No order for Leroy. I don't think Leroy's an A. He's too inconsistent. But I could put A+ for you lot if you lot want me to. I put him a low A+. I don't think he's that good. That's why I'm having, bro, you've never seen me smile. You've never seen me smile so much when I play another character. other than Lydia right now. The reason why I'm playing Lydia is because she's top tier. You can clip me. I play Lydia because she's top tier. I need a top tier. This is what this game is about. It's not about loyalty anymore. That's out the window. Jin. Hwoarang is better than Jin? What? You don't think, you think Jin is better than Hwoarang? Get out of here. I am not changing that. There's no chance. With what Hwoarang has. Remember, Hwoarang has a wall split and heat smash too. Oh, you was a question? Okay. Sorry, my bad. I was thinking, raw. Like, bro, Hwoarang is ridiculous. Yeah, I think this is cool. I don't know. I think Lydia might... Yeah, you're good. Okay. Jun is definitely better than Reina. I think Leo's mad annoying because of the wall combo stuff. And like the lows. But I feel like Leo's punish game ain't that great. The downfall 2 hitting crouching is mad annoying. Yeah. I'll post the whole thing on YouTube and then I'll probably do a breakdown video as well afterwards. Because I feel like I need to break down each character so that people understand why I place them there. I feel like I've been saying it in mumble jumble parts of the stream when I've been doing this. So it's gonna get lost. I don't know if King is King better than Hwoarang though? Hey, G6, you think King's better than Hwoarang? I think so. That 13 frame down 4-2 is ridiculous. Okay, cool. We agree. Okay. Do you think Yoshi is below Hwoarang then? Hwoarang, yo, what's going on, man? Hwoarang doesn't have any wall splitting punishes. That's a good point. That's actually a good point. But I think he makes up for it for the mix-ups. He's constantly got you in Flamengo. So I think that's what we makes up for. That yeah, he doesn't have anything that wall splats you, but you're in a mix, and that's the problem. That's why a lot of people get annoyed with the character. But he has a great heat smash that wall splats. He has a safe 10 frame. So say for example, if I thought, oh, okay, you did a -10 move and I do 4-3, you can still block afterwards. And that 4-3 does damage. It does good damage. If you do 4-3 out in the open and I press on the second hit, that's a counter hit knockdown. Like, yeah, stuff like that. So yeah, his whole game plan is to keep you annoyed. And then hit you with like something that counter hits or hits you with a launcher. So when he's in like, I think it's like right flamenco and left flamenco, he has up forward 4 and both of them are launches. They're both launches in stance. From what I remember. So he has the big kick one, the hurrah, and then the roundhouse one. So I believe, yeah. Lee and Steve, G6, I need your opinion on this one still. I need your opinion on this one. No, it's, your opinion matters. Your opinion matters. So yeah, like it's good that you said that. It's actually an interesting point. I never really thought about that going into doing the tier list, but it was actually a very interesting point. He doesn't have any wall splats, which is actually interesting. But I think his overall game plan is to just mix you up, and you have to guess. That's his general game plan. So him having a wall splat, like I don't know, like a 10 or a 12 frame wall splat, yeah, he would be ridiculous. I think he would literally be in S+, then maybe top 3. Because his mix-up game is really strong. I don't know about Lee and Steve. And I potentially think Zafina could potentially be better than Steve. Potentially. No, I'm mad. Sorry, forget what I said. I just clocked. Steve has a full throw game. No. She's not. No. Steve is ridiculous. I'm thinking about the stuff from the throw when he's in stance. Lionheart, for example. Lionheart, he goes fully away from you. He has a T-bone suplex throw. He has a 1+2 throw. Yeah, fuck, man. Nah, Steve is kind of cheap, boy. Okay, so this is an order. I think so. Right. So are we gonna agree that Alyssa's better than Lowh? Because I think Lowh should be at the top of S. I think Lowh is ridiculous. Ridiculous. I think Lowh's ridiculous, but this is it's the 4 now. I need you lot to to help me with 1, 2, 3, and 4 for S. I don't think Lowh's better than King either. So yeah, so we're gonna have to move him down. I don't think Lowh's better than King. I think Alyssa's not this high. I think Alyssa should be below. I think she should be below Hwoarang. King is not better than Clive. Clive is ridiculous now. Alyssa behind Yoshi? G6, what do you think about that? Actually, G6, are you free right now? If you're free, bro, you should just jump in a Discord call and do this, man, because I want to get this done. I think Alyssa's not really that great though, man. Like she's sick, but she ain't sick. But this is the list, I think, in my opinion. Hold on 1 sec. Let me get G6 in. I'm trying to finish off this list, G6. So I need your help on this list. So basically, my issues right now that I'm thinking is I think Dragunov is the perfect all-round character, so he's gonna be at the top of A, right?
That's accurate.
Jin. You lot have convinced me because he has a well-rounded throw, great stuff, but I don't think he has anything robberies, in my opinion. He's just a solid character.
Okay.
But Eddy is robberies.
Okay.
So
Can I ask you something?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So talking to you and also the chat, I just want to get like an honest opinion. Would you guys consider an electric a robbery move, or would you say that move requires skill?
That's a good question. To be fair, I would say it's a robbery's move. I think it's both, because it requires execution, right? For you to get the electric out, it requires execution. It's bearing in mind it's easier in this game, and you get it free in heat. But I would say it's both. Eddy requires no execution.
Okay. That's fair. So where can you start the electric? That's also a thing. So Eddy has to begin his robbery at range 0. Otherwise, it's not effective, right?
True.
Where can Jin begin his robbery?
Anywhere.
Okay. And then in heat, where can he also begin his robbery?
Anywhere.
Okay, so would you say that would definitely already make him better at playing the same game than Eddy? And also, this is important, would you say that Eddy's is more risky or Jin's is more risky?
Yeah. To be fair, but that's one move though.
There we go.
I'm talking about like his overall tool set and the robbery. Like, Sweet Bang from Eddy is like 30 plus damage. Like, Jin's one is, Sweet Bang and, you know, but Eddy's one is really annoying. Plus he builds up bar, right, from doing his sweep. Or whatever his meter that he has, right? But if he goes into that whole, you know, handstand stance, bro, he can either do a low or a mid. And that shit hurts.
True.
And let's not forget, at the wall, if you, like, he can spike you down with that as well. The install's very good.
I agree.
So, I don't know.
So then you would ask yourself, can Jin apply the same pressure on his end?
I don't think Jin is that type of character though. I feel like with Jin, yeah, Jin is kind of like.
He can be though. So it's just because you don't see people utilize it normally, he can be. If Jin decides to play hyper aggressive, my question is, can he apply that same pressure?
He can.
Okay, because we got to figure out what they both have. So what I'm then hearing is Jin's is safer and has more range. Eddy can do the same thing, but his requires more risk.
And it then gives more damage.
This is true.
So
would you rather have more damage, or would you rather have a little bit less damage and be safer?
you can't ask me that because that's why I play Lydia. Lydia takes more risk, but does way more damage than the whole of S+, in my opinion. So I would pick Lydia because she's more easier to get the damage with. But if you're talking about like her overall on paper, there's Anna, there's Asuka, there's Nina, there's Claudio and Bryan that does a lot of the stuff that, you know, Lydia can do, but safer, but less damage. So if we're talking about on paper and what's more safer, Jin all day. So that's why I'm saying I don't really know, like...
Consistencies. Would you rather value consistency?
Yes.
So if we value consistency more, then Jin would be the guy.
Correct. All right, cool. You know what? We'll put Jin above Eddy, but then would you put Eddy above the rest of the A+, like Jun, Reina, Leo, Mary Zoe, Lars, and Feng? Go on.
Okay, there's two characters that stick out to me when it comes to this A+.
I know what you're gonna say. Jun.
No, so it may throw you for a loop then. So I'm not sure if you guys have seen what Lars is capable of. I'm not sure if you guys know some pretty good Lars players, but we have one in America, which is actually my brother, who showcases a style with Lars that is not really common to most people, but is deemed as very effective, especially when we come to tournament style, which is I don't have to mix you up because my neutral options cover every bit of ground that I need them to, and they track well, and they're safe, or they're plus. And there's no risk for me to start my neutral options. There's zero risk. And they cover ground too. It's not like they're stubby. He has a great range. And also, a lot of things that people don't know about Lars is in neutral, his backdash actually crushes a lot of mid and high options because of his stance.
His stance, yep.
His stance, if you guys see, the top half of his body is linked back and his legs is pushed forward. So when you're trying to jab him, a simple not even backdash, but just holding back would make that jab whiff because of his stance. So a good Lars player who knows that, like my brother for example, he applies that pressure because he's aware of when people are trying to play neutral. If they don't know that, he'll start by abusing that first to see if they're aware. Very, very nerdy stuff. But we haven't really got into, the overpowering things within Heat, but I'll move away from him. I would say Lars, and I would also say Reina, because I definitely forgot about Reina and you reminded me.
I personally think Reina is really strong because of the low heat smash move. Now it doesn't take no bar. That's insane. And it's very difficult to see.
Problem.
Yeah, I think that's very, very crazy. So I'll put her higher up, if I'm honest. Last, I'll put behind Eddy. Just because I think Eddy is such a stupid character. I think Eddy's
it's funny though. It's the same argument though. Lars's consistency, it's far less risk and he gets a lot more. Plus, his dynamic entry 3 is extremely egregious. Insanely egregious. a fully homing mid that is plus, that he can start from range where? Anywhere.
That's
And
true.
then covering ground is very, very easy. He doesn't risk himself by entering because of dynamic entry. And him getting away is fairly easy because of his, his frame with backdashing. And then he has a safe homing mid, right, back one. He also has King's gut kick.
G6, one second, bro. Bro, like, you lot need to learn to read, bro. It says A, no order. B, no order. Like, the Bears is not bottom two. It's just not in no order. Neither is A. We're listing A+. Oh, yeah, sorry, G6.
Oh, no, you're fine. I was just mentioning he has gut kick 2, which is back 4, which before the buff, you have to get a counter hit to get the grab. Now he can just do back 4 and press 1+2. So now he has that as well. So that's a part of like just some of his small neutral tools. And we haven't really talked about like his orbital, which, is mid crushing and high crushing and low crushing in cases. Don't know why that's a thing, but yeah, we've seen Twitter clips about that orbital.
Yeah, the orbital is crazy. You could do 2-2 into orbital and it just crushes everything, which is insane.
It crushes 99.9% of my mids with drag.
Yeah, that's crazy. So you could just do 2-2 into low, 2-2 into just whatever, and just that's your free get into.
Against drag, yes. I specifically have to do one mid and one mid only against that specifically, and if I don't, I have to give up my turn.
That's crazy. Okay, so judging by that then, because Mary Zoo, I put around this bit because I don't think, like, I still need to see more in it before I even give any, like, thought process about her. Because I still think she's annoying, but no one knows. Her style was weird. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, I can't put her, like, so I'll put her here. Feng, I think Feng is good, but I think Feng's at the bottom at A+, in my opinion.
Feng is good if you're playing perfect. I think about him the same way I think about Dragunov. Like, if you're on point and you're playing perfect, like, kind of like Osan and EWC, when you're playing really, really well, those characters work well for that type of playstyle. But it's only in the instance that you're playing extremely well, because there's no get out of jail free cards.
Apart from, so the reason why, so it's funny you said that. That's the whole mindset I had with Dragunov and Feng was the same thing, because I feel like they both play kind of similar, but the problem with Dragunov, the problem with Feng is Feng doesn't have loads of different command grabs. That's one. He also doesn't have a G-Cliff. He has back one, which is cool, into shoulder, so it does kind of similar damage, whatever, cool. But having a G-Cliff as a heat engager then allows you to have a second chance. So I feel like that is a very big thing in my opinion. I think that's what separates them two. Like, yes, he doesn't have a shoulder barge 13 frame like Feng, which I think is extraordinary as a punish. But again, he has a while standing 12 frame shoulder barge, right? And I think that's insane.
And to be honest, if we're on that same track of valuing the G-Clef heating gauge, especially with it being 10 frames like Drags is, there's a better 10 frame G-Clef here that is lower than Eddy, and that is also Lars. Farther wall splat, easier to convert, and also better tracking, by the way.
Fuck's sake.
That's only if we're valuing it, which I think we definitely should. It makes sense, but we gotta be consistent with that thought.
Yeah. Eddy doesn't really have a get off me card. He doesn't have a good defensive get off. So we'd put Lars ahead of Eddy.
He plays better neutral than Eddy, with less risk.
But if we talked about, like, so I'm just gonna make this clear to everyone. Eddy has a better offensive game than Lars, in my opinion. So he can bulldoze you and run you over a lot more easier than Lars. But Lars has a better defense than Eddy. Like, he has the G-Cliff. He has, obviously, when he goes into heat, he has that shoulder barge that has armor into like mix.
Yep.
That is crazy hard to deal with.
There's a stomp as well. The stomp.
Yep.
It goes into the lightning, which you have to option select punish, which that should never be a thing, but we'll talk about that another day.
And he also has the mid as well, the jumping mid. That's like, what is it? Is it like +5 on block or something like that? But no, it's not +5 on block. The one where he jumps the jump kick, what is that on block? The homing one. From stance.
Oh, 4-3-3. I think that's +5 if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, +5 on blocks.
homing-
That's crazy. So he has, Lars would be better. Okay, and so then, I ain't gonna lie, I like the list like this. I think this is cool. Is there any characters that you would think from A that you would drag into A+? I'm looking at Armor King. I think Armor King being an A is a bit mad, but I don't really think Armor King has much like great defensive tools. He has a great throw game though.
I think Armor King should stay where he is. I do think, respectfully, Heihachi needs to be moved up.
So do I. But then
God mode.
we gotta put him above. I think Heihachi is above.
And I mean, if you ask me, I think that he's better than Reina and Lars and Eddy, but mainly because of the pressure he applies just by him being in heat and knowing what he can do at least once around. On top of that, the unscaled damage that he gets within heat from touching you. I think it's is it back 3-3 or down 3?
Yeah.
He gets to the, also his hell sweep, which doesn't have to be explained any further. I don't think his hell sweep is extremely egregious. Like, I don't know why that's a thing. I don't know who thought about that, but it is what it is. At least it doesn't launch on the first hit, but at this point, I'd rather it launch on the first hit. I'm not gonna lie. It's too much to deal with, especially in God mode.
Yeah. So what about like Armor? So you think Armor King should stay there? Fahkumram? I think. Nah, I kind of like this like this. I'm not gonna lie. I think this is cool. I'm not even gonna order A. I think I'm gonna leave A like this because A will be very difficult to order, and it will literally be just about opinions.
I agree.
And then B, is there anyone from B that you think I should have put in A? Because I know people are talking about Bears being in there, but like, I don't know.
With all due respect, there's two people which I would definitely say Victor and Devil Jin. I think Devil Jin is like very downplayed. I don't think you can have an electric and be like one of the worst. Not saying that people are saying that, but like I don't think that having an electric and having a low launching hell sweep at any point within the match, which is like a mind game already. Like, you knowing that I have a hell sweep, if I select Devil Jin, automatically changes the game. Because it doesn't matter what I do in neutral. You just know that at any point I can throw out an instant hell sweep to launch you to change your whole mindset about the game. I could do jabs, down forward ones. I could even do, wall standing fours, but the only thing you really care about is my electric and my hell sweep. That changes the way you play defense.
I agree. To be fair, I feel like Devil Jin was a personal problem to me because I feel like Devil Jin is just awkward to fight against, and I feel like that character is a struggle. But Devil Jin basically has Leroy's low cane at any point. At any point. It's not. It's people can be like, no, it's not like. Bro, it's like that. He can do it at any given point and get a combo. So just imagine that, and it's fast. There we go. So like, Devil Jin, fair enough. And then I personally think Panda or Victor should be moved up.
I think they both can, but I think getting rid of B might just be better. But again, it's your list, so it's only my opinion. I don't think B kind of exists here. I know you're probably just doing that to separate, though.
Do you know what? I'm cool with that. I'm cool with putting all of these lot into A because I feel like this game the way how it is, everyone is crazy, right? But I feel like we just don't know the lengths of how crazy they are. Because some people will be like, all right, cool, Kuma could be, I don't know, let's say for example, Leroy. Because Leroy struggles to do combos against Kuma. But then some would say that Kuma's not better than Kazuya. Kazuya's not better than this character. So I don't mind getting rid of B. I don't feel like there's a character that's like, oh my God, they're shit. Like, I wouldn't even care if I fought against them in tournament. Every character's scary in this game. So,
yep, 100%.
I would scrap this. I'll delete the row. And I think maybe instead of putting A+, I'll call this one A. Because I think these characters are all round very good. And I feel like B is like, you know, characters that are good, but they have inconsistencies somewhere. And then I think I'll put S here and then S+. I think this is cool. I think this is a perfect list, in my opinion. And I can't order B because all these characters are good and some characters are going to be better than others. Like, so that...
Based on B, in my opinion.
Say again?
Say it's opinion based. I think you said that before when it comes to like B and even some of A, to be honest.
Yeah, I think it's hard to kind of like, to put B in order, that will get everyone upset because there's some characters that are just better than others. You know, I think if there was any characters that I would potentially move up from B to A, I'd probably, people have been talking about Victor, but I don't feel like Victor is that great. Victor's good, very annoying against the wall, but in the neutral, I don't think he's that great. I don't think so.
I can help you out here. So, Victor is a problem the same way Kazi is a problem.
Okay.
They're on like the same wavelength. So, you don't know exactly when to do something defensively against both characters.
Bingo.
It's never really offense or getting in. It's just, I'm not sure when to duck. I'm not sure when to step at this moment. And then when I feel like I do, I feel like I'm still getting clipped. Those are like the two characters who do that to you the most.
This is what I'm saying. I feel like Victor, his lows are not great. Obviously, if he gets you with a counter down back 4, you're 100% going to the wall. So that's your fault if you get counter hit with the down back 4. But then, like, other than that, like, or trying to like whiff punish you with a down forward 2. It's not really that great. I know he's got the running 2 and the running 1+2, so that's like his kind of running game. But in this game, you shouldn't be giving a character that much space to be able to run, especially Victor. Like, if I'm playing a fighting against Victor, I want to be close because I don't want him to have space to breathe. The only thing he has is the Google Lens glass that he has where he does back 2 and he just does that. But it's like, bro, don't give him enough time. Just be on him. So I don't feel like he's that great, and I don't think he should move up from B. And his heat smash is quite slow. So, yeah, I don't think he's that good. I think this is all right.
Yeah.
Shout.
Again, I think debating anything down there is just way too, be a long debate.
So what I'm saying, Xiao Yu, I don't think, like, she's good, but I think outside of heat, she's not good. Like, I think Lily is a better Ling Xiao Yu, in my opinion.
Consistently.
Yeah, like sidestep better, back turn stuff better, heat smash better. Like, I think she's just better overall. Like, there's not even no debate about it. And she has a G-Cliff. Lily having a G-Cliff is insane, but yeah, she has a G-Cliff. But then...
She's so good. Like, so good.
I think there's one character that we might be missing. I'm looking and I've looked. I think... if there's two characters... If there's two characters I'll take out of B, it might be...
Wait, let me look at it. Hold on.
I think we'd have to take...
You're talking about Paul.
Yeah. So Paul was one of them. Yeah. And I was thinking of either Raven or Armor King. Raven or Armor King?
I think Armor King more than Raven.
I think,
like consistency. That's the reason why. And a grab game is a lot more damaging consistently than a mix-up. I value that more. I think anybody would.
So then we then have to reorder A. We have to reorder A then, because I think who is better than Feng? Better than Mary Zoe?
Paul's better than Leo.
Yeah. So I would say here. I don't know about Jun. I think Jun is hella annoying.
Yeah, no. I wouldn't go that far yet. I need to see more from Paul to make that decision.
Yeah. And then Armor King. I think Armor King's better than Feng. I think Armor King's better than Mary Zoe.
Yes. I wouldn't put him better than Leo though.
Ooh, nah. Wait. We have to debate on that one. I think Armor King is better than Leo.
Okay. What are some key things that you would like say that with from Armor King? Besides the grab game, but I know that's a huge factor, so I'll give you that.
Okay, I think Armor King's got great punishment, great throw game, great wall game, great stance game. Like, remember, Armor King no longer needs to wait till you've gone to the wall and then pick you up and do the back 1-2 into mix. He can pick you up anywhere and do it now, and then you're into mix. Leo doesn't have stuff like that anymore. Leo never had stuff like that anyways. Leo is more annoying against the wall. Like, Leo's thing was always to be annoying against the wall, right? Yes. I would say the stance, the new low, then makes you want to duck. So then it leads you up to ducking and getting hit by the launcher. But outside of that and outside of the lightning glare, which is the install, I don't think Leo's better than. I'd rather fight Leo than Armor King. I'm gonna be so real with you.
Oh, you know what? You got me. I'll shake your hand. Yep, you got me.
Yeah?
Two things. I forgot about forward neutral 2 going into stance in this game. I don't know why I forgot about that.
Yep.
Then I forgot he has a low also that's plus within that stance.
Yep. And counter hit knockdown.
Yep. Counter hit knockdown. And then I also forgot that the Shining Wizard wall splats. You got me. Shake my hand.
There we go. So then, do we put Armor King above Full Phoenix?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. Now, I know we don't like the full beam. From Jun.
On the head. You got me. Like I said, that's a lot more consistent. That's valuable in tournament without even having to.
There we go.
Guess
there we go. So Armor King's better than Jun, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Again, you would apply that to Eddy too. Consistency, safer to do. You can't punish me you get a 12 frame punish.
Yep.
From blocking my low. So.
Like, Armor King is what people don't understand is Armor King is a nightmare. Once he gets started, it's very hard to get, like, a very good Armor King is very hard to get him off you. Like,
yeah, I'm not talking about a standing still Armor King you guys playing right. Like, this is an Armor King that has some legacy with him. Like, he knows the character.
I would say Armor King better than. So
you lost me with Lars. Unless you're moving Lars up and you want to debate somebody in front of him, you will lose me there. 10 frame G-Cliff wall split. Easy to confirm. Distance, ranged. That's counter hit launch, so I'd give you that. But I also have that with Lars too. With dynamic entry, what is it, 1+2?
Yeah.
And then I don't have to do anything. You know, you could say that with wave dash too, right? The only thing with Lars is that I can play the gut kick game with you, like that a king could do.
This is what I'm saying. Yeah, this is difficult, man. I don't know. I'm looking at it and I'm saying I would personally put Armor King over Lars, but not over Reina, just because Reina, that down 2, 1+2, and the free heat, low heat smash is ridiculous. Like, that's very difficult to deal with. You know what?
I understand, is what I will say. I don't know.
But then Armor King's got a way better throw game. And we're talking about consistency, right? Obviously, the G-Cliff is a very big tool to have in, obviously, Tekken 8. But overall, like, Armor King has way more tools to get in. Way more tools. 4-4 neutral 2 into stance. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Then he's got forward 2. Then he has, like, throws. Then he has, remember, he's got giant swing. He has Shining Wizard that wall splats and also breaks the walls. Your throw game has to be on point. Like, whereas last year, he's got a couple things. I don't know. Like, G-Cliff is generally good. Like, in a game like this, you definitely need a G-Cliff, but yeah, I don't know.
I agree, because, you know, I'm not going to be a hypocrite. I value the consistency of throws, but I think I do value a 10-frame G-Cliff heat engager and a wall split to be that. I value that more than the consistency of a throw gun.
Massa in the chat says 4-4 neutral 2 is good, but forward 2 is so linear. But he has other mid moves that are really good. That's what I'm saying. You're saying that this is a bad tier list and it's worse than Lee Mishima and that, but you're not really understanding what, like, we're talking about, like, at higher level play. And maybe maybe you're not understanding what we're talking about. Maybe you're saying it on, like, not in a rude way, but maybe on a casual level. But we're talking about stuff where the character has great tools overall, and I don't feel like there's anything wrong with, like, Armor King being better and more consistent than the characters that we've said. Like, 4-4-2, sure, like, it's linear, but he has a homing mid. That's safe. The kick mid. That's safe. He has a bunch of tools. Like, what are we doing? Like, you think 4-4-2 is, how is Victor B? I just explained. We just went through why Victor is B. Why is, like, if Victor was so great, all right, cool. All right, cool. Sorry, G6. I have to explain it to, you know, people that don't really listen. So first off, Farzine mained Victor. Bearing in mind, I've asked players about Victor, and they said Victor is not good. Victor, his problem is his neutral game ain't that great. However, his wall game is really, really annoying. Right? Really annoying. But with that being said, you need to get me to the wall. And he doesn't have those tools to get me to the wall outside of with punishing me and using down forward 2 or physically pushing me to the wall. And it's very hard for him. He doesn't really have those tools to do that. Down back 4, yes, if you counter hit me, yeah, I'm going to the wall. But he doesn't have those tools, which is why I say he's a bit lackluster. Farzine is the best Victor in the world, right? Best Victor in the world. He's the one that's been placing with him and beating world-class players. Victor has now moved over to Lydia and hasn't looked back. Why? Look at the characters. Look at the difference. Running 2 is stupid, but you said the same thing for Armor King. Running 2 is linear. You can sidewalk and sidestep running 2. And if you talk about the low, it's -14 on block. He literally plays Victor, but okay. What did I just say?
He's very punishable. Like, if you know your punishment for Victor, like, he's extremely punishable if you really just love the character. I do agree that he's, you know, egregious at times, but I think if you understood the matchup of that character, he becomes very lackluster in most cases, at which at that point you're just playing a Victor that has good timing and good neutral.
There we go.
Because if you're just getting steamrolled by Victor, you're getting steamrolled because you're not ducking some fake pressure strings, or you're not, you know, challenging fake pressure to get your turn back. but that goes with you labbing that character.
And that's what I'm saying.
That's
Like, no, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But that's what I'm saying about like when I'm giving these decisions, it's not based on I just want to say these characters are beta for this. I actually like Victor. I was playing Victor, but the character is like lackluster, bro. Like I've when I speak to players, I'm asking them these things, and I'm doing Ask the Pros and this, that, and other. I'm asking them. Also, sorry if I'm coming across. I mean, you if you was asking me questions, that's fine. But you're saying this tier list is the worst to Lee Mishimas. That's when you're being rude, and that's not what I'm doing a tier list for. So like maybe just be a bit careful with how you say certain things. That's one. Number two, I'm explaining to you that this character doesn't have tools to open you up as much. Forward 1+2, yes, it's +3 now. Okay. But him getting into stance and doing what he does best, which is mixing you up at the wall, is pretty hard at high level. Which is why you don't see many victors. And I just said, and I'll say it one more time, Farzin is the best best victor in the world, right? He's the best victor in the world. He now plays Lydia and is doing so much more better. And that's not because like, oh yeah, you know what, like he's an amazing player. Farzin was known from Tekken 7. He's an amazing player. But Victor was holding him back. It's just the truth. Now that he's playing Lydia, he's beating Austin Ash, he's beating players. Lydia is, and that's why Lydia is high up on the tier list. I've been saying Lydia was top tier from the start, but no one was really understanding what I was trying to say because no one has done anything, and it's just the start of season 2. But I look at what's on the paper. What can Lydia do? Resplat? When she hits you at the wall? Bro, that's busted. Like, what the fuck? Why is she resplatting you and then you've got a combo again? That's just busted. Or guard break and doing 40 whatever damage. Or doing a hell sweep or a sweep bang and it's 50 damage at level 3. That's insanity. Like, so that's what I'm going based on. You can't compare Victor to none of A. Like, A will beat up Victor. S will beat up Victor. S plus will destroy Victor. There's no competition. What they do and their game plan is completely different to open you up compared to Victor. Victor's opening up game is pretty one-dimensional, which is why I put him in B. And that's me actually liking the character. I have him at GOD. I used to like actually main him in season 1 along with Leroy. And then I've dropped him. And I've got him to GOD again in season 2. Can I explain why Jack is B tier? I would put Jack A if I'll be honest with you, but Jack would be very low A. Very low A. I think Jack has great reach. I think him having a 10 frame heat smash is like, I would say potentially one of the best heat smashes because it's so fast. And you know, if you're on a wall splat, if you're on a wall blast stage or whatever, that's guaranteed into a combo. Right? So he's strong, he's annoying. Gamma How is very, very difficult to deal with some characters. I don't know. G6, would you put him in A? I don't know. Jack.
I do think he can be an A. I don't think it matters where he is per se. I do think Jack is heavily based by the player though. That's why I don't like putting him high up. Like, obviously I'm biased, right? I live in America, so we have Joe Crush. So I could tell you that I think Jack is one of the top characters in the game, but that's because of him. But it would be fair to the character because not everybody is Joe Crush. So I don't like ranking characters that way based on what I see a top player doing with the character. I like looking at the tools that he has. I think that Jack is just 100% a knowledge check type of character. 1000%.
But then, this is where it becomes hard. I think if we do that, then that's the same with Leroy, right? Because Leroy is a knowledge check character, but if you know how to fight against him and deal with like certain things, it kind of eliminates a lot of things.
I think Jack is just more egregious with that though because of the armor. So I think that's really what sets that apart. Like, he has armor, he has combo extensions that are like, well, no, Leroy has matching damage for that, so I don't really want to say that. I do think his neutral is clearly better though. Here's what I will say about Jack that people kind of like forget, so I think you could put him up there for this reason. I do think you can still play small Tekken with Jack that makes him insane. Like, he's never lost down back 1. They even gave him another full crouch low that's plus for no reason at all with a string, right? For no reason at all. Like, if you decided to play Jack like T7, you still could. Dash, standing 2, down back 1, down forward 4, down forward 1, down forward 2s, grab game. You could still play him that way. They just gave him more moves to accommodate him being in Tekken 8, just more egregious things. So you could put him up there for that reason alone, in my opinion, because having a 12 frame low that's plus already should be not in this game.
Yeah, I think if I was to put Jack, I'd probably put Jack above. I'll put Jack above Feng if I was to put him in A. I just don't rate Feng. I don't think Feng is that great. He's annoying, but not great.
I agree. I think you gotta play, like I said, Feng is I have to play perfect and I have to be on point for him to look insane. But I do feel like in cases I'm doing a lot to not get a high return. And then it doesn't help that he doesn't have good combo damage. So that's a part of it.
I think his wall carry is better than Feng's. I think his throw game, he has to be moved up. I just remembered. Bro, this guy has the launching throw, crouching throw, 10 frame eat smash.
And then Heedy has that stomp that's plus, I believe, into the stance that he gets a guaranteed crouch throw on. So, and it has range as well. So, I mean, yeah, he can be moved up. I mean, I get it. I don't think he would go to like S or nothing crazy though.
I think this is a great tier list. I am not gonna lie. I think this tier list is done. I think there's no character in B that needs to be moved up. I think A, we've kind of discussed. I think, you know, Dragunov is a world class. Like, just this character's just got it all round. And
yeah, well rounded, 100%.
S, perfect. S plus, in my opinion, I don't think, like Nina, that while standing 13 frame punish, bro, I'm not gonna lie. People, like, obviously be like, oh, I don't think Nina's top 3. I'm like, bro, that while standing 13 frame punish in Heat is absolutely ridiculous. The amount of damage it does, I think that they didn't intend it to be that much damage. That's insane. And it pushes you to the wall. Like, what? Can't be. It can't be true. It can't be true, bro. I honestly can't sit here and think, hey, like, they intended that to happen. Because even if there's like a wall blast stage, bro, it pushes you all the way to the wall and blasts the wall. Like, what?
Yes, it does. Absolutely, it does.
So, like, how... like, imagine most characters in this game, if you're trying to do a 13 frame low, we would have to be scared now. So that means that you've eliminated me even wanting to do a strong low. I would have to do like small little, maybe minus 12 lows, which, you know, most characters don't really have great minus 12 lows outside of maybe like characters like Jin and a few others. But like, it's going to be difficult for you to do a low. And not only that, a lot of her moves, they crush. A lot of her moves crush. So you have to be careful. So yeah, I think it's very hard to deal with Nina. That's why she's S+. A lot of these characters, I would say they're broken. A lot of them are either broken or borderline broken, in my opinion. S+, I think they play Tekken 8 very good. So like Alyssa, King, Lowh. I'd even argue, I don't think Alyssa should be like at the top of S if I'm being completely honest, but I think King might be even better than Alyssa, in my opinion. I don't know. What do you think about that? Is that a wild take?
I don't think that's a wild take. I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm putting King.
Actually,
I've seen way too many Kings.
I'm gonna be honest, and just when I say this, you have to remember that I don't really want to address A and B. I have to start with S+ first. King is better than Lydia, and King is better than Clive. But hear me out. Let me land with this.
I wouldn't even say that's crazy. I wouldn't even say that's crazy, but go on.
King has to be guaranteed top 5 because when you pick the character, he's demanding respect. He's demanding respect and he's not taking risk with the respect that he demands. If he walks up to you, what are you doing defensively? You're trying to figure out if I'm on point or locked in enough to react and break the throws that he's throwing out. Have I done enough throw breaking? And if I'm afraid of whatever he's looking to do right now, then I'm more than likely going to try and jab to keep him away from me. I'm going to try to do keep out, or I'm going to try to move away from him by stepping, right? All of those options that you're doing, you're putting yourself at risk when all he did was just advance to a neutral range against you.
Okay.
There's not many characters in the game that demand that type of defensive respect from you, and he's one of them. And then his options within that neutral range is making you guess by a double throw breaking move that is going to do a ton of damage, which is at no risk to him, or doing a down forward 2, hopefully catching your timing on a counter hit launching move that starts mid, that has good tracking. And then, right, if you choose to mash within that frame, he has a safe 9 frame, not 10, not 11, not 12, a 9 frame push that he can counter hit and go into a heat engager, and can also be a launcher within heat as well. These are safe options that is putting you at risk. 9 frames is beating your jab, obviously. If I do a jab into an instant push, it's beating all of your options. If you do a jab into a down forward 1 and I react by doing a push, I'm beating your option. If you delay a jab, I'm beating your option. These are things that Little Majin was doing to people back in Tekken 7, and it's never left the game. In this game, it's giving you a launcher in heat. We haven't discussed muscle armor. Muscle armor is egregious, but we don't even need to talk about that. He has great neutral. 4-4 neutral 2. It doesn't have to go into stance. Counter hit, it does what? It gives you a lot of damage. Normal hit, it puts you in what? An option to where I can throw you, or you're going to try and keep me off of you. I can do a 9 frame push. I can do down forward 2. You're too afraid of what he's going to do. And we haven't even talked about me doing a running giant swing. If you watch the John play the game, he is probably the cheesiest King player you've ever seen in your life. He goes to tournaments knowing that he's doing running giant swing or running shining wizard. If you watch him play the game. And that's because it's real. It doesn't matter how good you are at breaking throws. They've made that like that for a reason. It's because you have to genuinely guess. It's a guess.
Yeah.
If I do running giant swing, you're hoping that I did shining wizard. You're not reacting to me doing that. Not even speed kicks is reacting to that.
All right, you got me. He's getting above Lydia. You got me. Yeah, I agree. I didn't look at it like that. Yeah, it makes sense. Like, so that means King is sick and solid without heat, but then solid with heat as well.
He doesn't need heat.
He doesn't even need heat. That's crazy. You don't even need heat.
No, he never did. Him having heat in this game just adds the cherry on top for what he can do within it. Jaguar sprint and everything, but just the neutral game alone, tournament-wise, high level, you're putting you're guessing too much just by him walking up to you. He didn't even do anything yet. What are you doing? You're just guessing.
Imagine you're guessing for him just walking up to you. That's actually funny because I'm always scared of him. When he's walking up to me, I'm like, bro, what do I do? He's just walking up to me. What am I doing?
You're being honest, that's it. But so is pro players. Pro players are also guessing. Knee is literally fuzzy ducking. He's fuzzy ducking as a king is walking up to him. He was considerably one of the best players in the world, has the most experience than a lot of players. He's fuzzy ducking when king walks up to him. I wonder why. That's why king players can walk up and do a hop knee at most points. Why do they do so many hop kicks? It's because you're so afraid of the throw that they're using down forward ones. They're using the hop knee as a down forward one.
And they made it. And they made wave dash easier as. Yeah.
Wave dash hop knee. Now what? You punish me, sure, no problem. I'm gonna do it again.
Yeah, this is the list, man. I think now it's just Alyssa. I have a funny problem putting Alyssa and S, man. I don't think Alyssa's that strong. She's annoying, but I don't think she's that strong.
He's not better than Steve. Not better than Steve.
I don't think she's better than.
Way too many cases for Steve. I have way too much proof and cases for Steve. There's casual Steve players who are making placement as new players because of how egregious that character is. And all it took was for them to look at somebody they look up to or that just gives them, gives them hope, right? People's champion. They watch Shin play, or, they'll watch Strog play, they'll watch Caesar play, the highest ranking Steves in the world. And what are they watching when they see Steve play? They're looking at something achievable and easy to do. Not saying that, those players aren't good in their own way. But what I'm saying is, the game plan of Steve is easy to do at a high level. If I do...
Hold on a second. Hold on. Hapnon, you're not listening. He's not calling Strog a casual. Like, you're not listening.
Yeah, I never said that.
Like, you gotta listen clearly.
I'm saying that the high level portion of Steve's gameplay is achievable at the casual level for what he can do. Like, there's not a high frame of execution to do that at a high level. So, for example, if I do Rocket and then I sway, that's not unachievable at a casual level. I can watch Strog do Rocket and sway. I may not understand the reason why, but I'm just looking at him have a lot of success with it. So if I'm watching as a casual and I pick up the controller and I start playing my brother on the couch and I do Rocket into sway, why is it working a lot? Well, it's because this is a one button side step.
Yep.
I don't have to press the up button or the down button. And usually if I'm in Rocket, in Flicker, my turn is over. You wouldn't expect me to be able to get away as easy and as smoothly, but I have a one button sidestep. And I'm like, oh, I got away, he whiffed. Now I see why Shinblade and Strog doesn't. Because it works. They're pressing after that. Oh, that's good to do.
I wouldn't put Steve over Lee though. Nah.
Lee has to play perfect.
That don't matter. What he actually has, like down 3 counter hitting, like forward 3, like forward 3 safe, bro. Like if it hits you, he engage a back 4, the 10 frame punish, the 14 frame G-Cliff, the 11 frame punish. Bro, the character's insane. The wall pressure, like Lee's wall pressure is better than Steve's wall pressure.
Said Lee's wall pressure is better?
Yeah, I think Lee's wall pressure is stronger.
I would disagree, but the only reason why I would disagree is because of Lionheart. Lionheart and Sway makes his wall pressure really, really good, and I haven't even talked about like his wall grab, right? So we really just throw away the wall grab, which is a factor, of course. But if I'm doing Rocket, right? What are you doing against the wall? I'm just asking you guys naturally. But like, let's say I do 1-2-1, or if I do Rocket, or if I do down forward 1, or just back 1. and you guys are looking to retaliate. You have to think about the way you have to retaliate against Steve. Otherwise, he's maneuvering away from your options and then putting you back on the wall. You can't just choose anything against Steve in that moment. Then I have Stomp that goes into Lionheart.
Hold on. He said, is he by any chance a Mishima player? No, he plays Dragunov. So that's what I'm saying. What, I don't understand what is that correlation to what he's saying. What he's saying is true.
I played Drag. I'm also aware that you played Geese back in T7. I did my homework. So don't do that. I played neutral. I did my homework. I seen you out here playing Geese. I did my homework. That's all I'm saying. So I see because you like Steve. No, I don't like I'm not saying I don't like Steve. I think he's very egregious to play against because he breaks a lot of rules of like neutral Tekken. And he does it at a very casual rate. Like there's not a lot of execution that goes along with that. See, Lionheart breaks rules? Yeah, because it's a guard break. It's a guard break or... Okay, hold on.
Lionheart definitely breaks rules. What the hell?
Breaks the rules of Tekken. It's literally a guard break.
Yeah, like, what? Is it?
So you can... And you're not reacting to it. I know that for sure. Because Lowh High wasn't reacting when I saw him catching every guard break against Newman in tournament offline.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. The character, bro, they don't understand. They don't understand.
Like Lowh High and Osan, you would say have like some of the best reactions in the world. Say guard break is breaking the rules in Tekken 8. No, we're saying it breaks the rules of Tekken. We're still playing Tekken at the end of the day. Don't say Tekken 8. Because Tekken is still down forward 1, jabs, and everything like that. You still play Tekken. The Tekken 8 part of it does not really matter. You're still playing Tekken. So if I implement guard breaks or safe wall splatting mids, right? What are you doing at that point? You're guessing because the guard break is breaking your guard. So I'm getting a safe follow-up into a plus frame for me to do more mix-ups, or I'm doing a wall splatting one option that is safe that goes into Lionheart, safe that goes into Flicker, that I can do a power crush after or I can sway after, by the way.
And let me add as well, most guard breaks are usually tied behind heat. So if you're talking about Clive and all these other characters, they're usually tied behind heat. Whereas Steve can do the guard break just without heat. So just bear that in mind. Like that character's stupid.
Yeah, like it's safe. Like it's a safe option to do. And I'm watching a player that was has the best reactions in the world. Like I used to watch Lowh High do, not sure if you guys were there, right? Like I do my homework. So like, I used to watch Lowh High stream where he used to do reaction test on stream. You guys remember that?
Yeah.
Anybody who watched Lowh High back in the day, he used to do reaction tests on stream. Him and Osan used to do them when they were playing offline. They used to laugh and joke about it. I was also there when he was doing the challenge tower with Shin. Like, you know, you get a fair amount of conversations with this player. And he prides having good reactions and good punishment because he plays very stand-up. He plays very stiff, but he plays very stand-up-ish, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
If I'm watching him catch a guard break consistently, when I was learning from this player and priding himself on having great reactions, that's because that mix-up is real. It's real. So, if that's not breaking the game, I'm not sure what breaking the game is. You know what I mean? And it's not like it's hard to do. I'm just doing up back 2 guard break or up back 2 safe 1 wall splitting Lionheart mix up.
I moved him up. I moved him up. Yeah. Lee doesn't have no guard break and all of that stuff. Yeah, I moved him up. I think Steve would probably be just below Hwoarang. Would you agree with that? Or would you say he's higher?
He's better than Hwoarang.
What? Would you say he's better than Lowh?
He's better than Lowh, yes. It's again, it's because it's not locked behind execution. That's really the biggest thing with it. Like, you have to give some Lowh players credit. You have to. You literally have to. Lowh at the highest level with good execution, frame awareness. He is applying a lot of good execution as a player and understanding the frame at which he's doing certain DSS options. Even though DSS is easy to do, easier to do in this game, you're still giving credit to some Lowh players that you see. Like when you're watching double play, you're not looking at double play and go, oh my god, this character is the best character in the game, he's broken.
True.
You're looking at double and you're going, oh my god, these combos from this player and the placement of this move is really, really good.
True.
That's really what you're saying majority of the time. Same thing with Ninja Killer. You're saying Ninja Killer is good. You're not saying Lowh is extremely good.
Yeah. No, you know what? You are telling the truth there. Because I feel like anytime I've seen a Lowh play, I don't think the Lowh play is good. I mean, not the Lowh play. I don't think the Lowh is like the problem. I think it's the player just has good awareness. But we can't.
100%. You have to give people where credit is due.
But we can't. Where can I watch you fight me? It's on my channel. We can't take away though that Lowh has a safe down forward 2. We can't take away the fact that Lowh has 1+2 being safe in heat and then it's a launcher. Like, you can't take away that he has a launching Nah. You've gone crazy. G6, you've gone crazy. He has a launching G-Cliff in heat. That's the only character to have a launching G-Cliff.
You're 100% right. Hold on. My bad. Just bear with me here. I'm not saying the character's not good. Like, don't get me wrong. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying that to put him in the conversation of being like think about this. He's near Lydia. I wouldn't put him near Lydia because of those tools when a lot of that character is also what the player is placing in those moments with this character. Because if that was the case, you would also put up anybody that has like a G-Cliff that goes into heat to give you a follow-up, but we're not really doing that. We gotta be consistent. Yes, it launches, I know it's different, but it is scaled, right? It's definitely scaled within heat for a reason. They did a good job on that within season 2. I would definitely apply that heat launcher to be somewhat near, not exactly, but just somewhat near the 10 frame G-Cliff to knock you to the ground to give you a guaranteed follow-up. Like my 10 frame G-Cliff going into a shoulder does really good damage with Dragunov.
Okay.
I don't think Lowh doing 100 damage within heat, from doing 1-1-1 dash and doing a heat combo. If you get what I'm saying.
So would you say, so I'm looking at it and I hear what you're saying. Would you say Lowh, so I'm thinking of putting Hwoarang and Steve first. I would say I'd put Hwoarang and Steve first and second. I'll put Alyssa and Lowh third and fourth in S. Is that good enough then, do you reckon? Because based by what you're saying, I shouldn't put Alyssa anywhere near Lydia because she doesn't really steamroll as strong as Lydia or any of the other characters. And she doesn't really have anything like, she don't have a G-Cliff, she don't have a throw game. She's chainsaws.
I think Alyssa's great, but I don't think that, maybe it's an unpopular opinion, but again, maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. It really is just the chainsaws. I don't think it's anything really within her neutral without her just taking out chainsaws. If that makes sense. Like, I do think that she's really just having good buttons within neutral, which we see good buttons within neutral. Like, Drag has great buttons within neutral. Lily has great buttons within neutral. Mm-hmm. But I don't think that's enough to really, throw her over the top just because chainsaws is just annoying to deal with. Because they are great, don't get me wrong, but her neutral doesn't really push her to that point, if that makes sense. That's just my opinion, though.
No, I understand. I don't feel like there's anything in her neutral where it's like, oh, she has this mad plus on block move that's really, really annoying. Outside of when she goes into chainsaw and does Hello World. Like when she does stuff like that, it's like, oh yeah. So with that being said, I'm gonna put Hwoarang first in S. 'Cause I still don't think still don't think Steve is better than Hwoarang personally. I think Hwoarang is ridiculous. His damage, the use of heat, the heat dash combos, ridiculous.
I think Hwoarang is better than Alyssa for sure.
So who do you think is better out of Alyssa and Lowh?
Alyssa's better than Lowh.
Ooh.
Her movement is also, the weirdly want to point that out. Her movement is also a huge factor. So him bringing that out is definitely a huge part of it. That's also the reason why Lily is up here in the first place also.
Okay. So looking at S, do you think S is complete then? Because S plus is complete, A is complete.
I think Zafina's better than Lily.
Oh yeah, I put her there. Zafina's better than Lily. Or do you mean the other way around?
Excuse me, Lee. Excuse me. I think Zafina's better than Lee.
Jeez, I don't know about that one there, bro. I don't know about that one there, Rasta, man. I don't know, bro. That one's kind of mad. You think?
I think consistency is the reason why. Consistency. I can do what I need to do without thinking about how well I can do it, per se.
I don't know, man. I think Zafina, yeah.
Easier to lock you down as well. Way easier to lock you down. You don't even assume that you can really step Zafina, otherwise you're being killed. Plus frames, egregious. Every stance she has is going into plus frames. You're trying to figure out the gaps. And the gaps is really based on the player per se, not even really her. If she chose to really just play frame tight the entire game, right? Like a top player, you're in a tournament. If I choose to not do any type of like Zafina tech or anything of the sort, and I chose to only play frame tight, you're going to get annoyed at the fact that you can't move anywhere and you're getting chipped to death. That's it. You get impatient. You start losing like, okay, when is she gonna do this? When can I feel like I don't have to take this? Or eventually you just start doing armor moves because you don't want to deal with it.
You're right.
Which in some of those cases, she's hitting you before you can even throw out any armor moves, specifically from Scarecrow.
You're right. But then I think, is it wild to say Zafina's better than Alyssa?
Yes. I'm sorry. Only reason why is like, Zafina's good, don't get me wrong. Those chainsaws, man. The fact that there was an added unblockable that wall splats, that's actually pretty fast.
Oh, I forgot about that. She has the unblockable as well.
Chainsaw was actually insane. Like, I've actually watched in TNS some people aim to cuddle core, hidden main, shout out to these people within an A. I've watched them literally rob people because there's so much respect on chainsaws that you are now subject to having to react to a high, unblockable, wall-splitting chainsaw. I think that move right there is almost equivalent to like how annoying Lionheart would be, because you're already demanding so much respect that you just take the guard break. It's kind of like the same thing now with her unblockable, because you already demand so much respect within chainsaws to not really duck, right?
Yeah.
And you're kind of just sitting there also because you're like afraid of stepping too much, so you're like trying to do like the step block or sidewalk step and block.
Yeah.
That you're getting clipped now by the very good tracking, high wall splitting unblockable. That's a huge part of her game now, actually.
All right. Last question, 'cause I feel like we've got this done, right?
Okay.
Who's better out of Zafina and Yoshimitsu?
Yoshi.
Okay, so we've done it right then. Okay. All right, G6, thank you very much, man. You helped me out with this list, man. I feel like this is perfect, in my opinion. I think this is perfect. This is what I look at, and I can actually honestly say that, yeah, I feel like the character's in the right slots. Obviously, B's not been ordered, but I think Steve is a very annoying character, and I ain't gonna lie, I've been seeing a lot of Steves as of late in the high ranks, and I'm like, bro, what the...
He is easy to, excuse me, again, not to discredit the great players. You can still see great players separate themselves, but like, if you even see a tournament, if you see a Steve that you're playing in tournament, you are at risk if he has the itch of doing sway. If there's an itch of doing sway, you are at risk. And if he has slight execution at doing a wall grab, you're at risk.
Yeah.
Red risk.
Yeah, you're right. All right, cool. I'm gonna wrap up this stream, but bro, thank you very much, bro. I appreciate you for this, man.
Absolutely, I'm glad I was here. You know, appreciate everybody in the chat. Hampton back 3-2 geese. I appreciate you and everybody else in there. Shout out Jay for having me on.
No worries, man. Take it easy, bro. Safe.
Sir, have a good one.
Geese back 3-2. Oh, that 14 frame launcher is crazy. Oh, bro. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna do a breakdown video with this probably tomorrow. But this is the tier list. I'm gonna put up, like, you know, constructing the tier list with you lot. Thank you lot very much. I really appreciate it. But yeah, this is the tier list, man. I think this is all good, man. I think it's all good.